News, are you finished? News Talk 640. I'm bringing you up, Candy, because that's Candy Hitman McLean working the triple T's in there. They're not 2 turntables, but three.
I do what I can, but sometimes I don't.
All right, this gentleman right here is Lieutenant Mickey LOCKLEAR. How are you, sir?
Doing good, Gilbert. How are you?
I'm doing well. He comes bearing gifts.
Donuts?
No donuts.
Okay.
No, of course. We expect that. He bears gifts this way right here. He ended up bringing me a Cumberland County Sheriff's patch.
Human trafficking patch.
Yeah, but you keep trying to recruit me, talking about I could do this. I don't know that I could do this at this age. Is there an age limit?
There's not. I thought you said Rangers lead the way.
We do. Back in the day, in the 70s, we did. Yeah, we did.
It's not too late. You can still lead the way today.
Well, the
whole
whole
an example for the younger folks.
I'm setting an example right here, just trying to be in here. Keep that microphone close to you, because when Kenny says, "Yeah, bring it up to you," yeah, you're old pro. Just don't want it in front of your face so we can see you. You don't look like Pinocchio. Yeah, there you go. But we had the Fayetteville Police Department coming in here weekly.
Yes, sir.
And all of a sudden you said, "What about us?" And here you are. Is it Captain Bogarty now?
Yes.
Yes. She said, "We demand equal time." And so you got it. And so it's always actually a pleasure to have you guys here. You have your cohort here with you. Ms. Hurley?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Not related to Bill Hurley that she didn't know?
Not related, no.
Tell everybody your name and your position.
I'm Senior Sergeant Hannah Hurley with the Public Information Office at the Cumberland County Sheriff's
So now
Office.
that Bogarty moved up, then you had to make an adjustment here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, we're going to start with you, LT. What you got going on here? Got some important things.
So on March the 8th, we're having a event at the Carly C's on Cedar Creek Road. The detectives are seeking information for Lanaya Whitted. She went missing on November 21st, 2021. So we'll be out there from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. And we're just hoping that anybody that has any information, they will come forward and see if we can locate Lanaya.
She's been missing for some time, and I see requests from you all the time about missing folks. Sometimes they come back pretty quickly, sometimes they don't. But talk about the fact that you have to take all these things seriously.
So each one is treated the same, whether, it's like you said, we may put out a release and information that a person's missing, and then some of them we've had them an hour, 2 hours later, they're able to be found. And then, as you said, some of them, there's been a few that we just haven't been able to locate as Lanaya since 21. So all of them are treated the same, because at the end of the day, it's still somebody's family. That's somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, somebody's, sister, stuff like that. So everything is treated the same. And even if it's an instance where a person has ran away 2 or 3, 4 times, that case is still given the same attention.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, because when you're dealing with teenagers at that particular age, how old is she?
I don't have the other.
I believe she'd be turning 22.
22. So it's not a teenager. This is someone who has the ability to have been around a little bit. And in some cases, you have kids who just don't want to be found. Or do you feel she's in harm's way?
We're not sure at this point. We haven't been able to make contact with her. Detectives have been diligently working the case, attempting to locate her. So this is kind of like a step-up effort, to show presence. She worked at the Carly C's, so we're going to have a lot of detectives out there at the command post, and we're just hoping that somebody can come up and, like we talked about before, just give us that one piece that can help us locate her.
You guys deal with, I have all 3 of us up on camera right now. You guys deal with this type of stuff all the time. And one point that you make is the fact that some of these kids, you just don't have good pictures by them. Talk about that a little bit, and how frustrating that's got to be, especially in this day and age where everybody's got one of these things. And you would think that someone would be able to have a timely picture in order to help.
It is with all the filters and stuff. We do have some cases where they just don't have a photo of the person that's missing. So it kind of puts us at a disadvantage, if we just say, hey, we're looking for a person that's 15 years old, brown hair, brown eyes. That could be a million people.
Well, I think the other part is when the picture was taken last, the child just looked regular. But when she left, now she has blue hair, or something, a tattoo, or something that would really be helpful if you had that information.
Or even filters. They have the ears on the head, or they have teardrops on the face, or whatever. distortions and stuff like that, a million different things, the way they could change the photo, and it really doesn't depict who they are when they go missing.
All right. You have other stuff on the table as well that you're sharing with us that's important for this community to be aware of in terms of our law enforcement community.
So we've got a couple recruiting events coming up on March the 4th. We have two different ones. We've got one going on at Fayetteville State University, and it'll be at the Randolph Jones Student Center. That'll be from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then the same day, we've got one from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That'll be at the Tony Rand Student Center at FTCC.
You keep trying to recruit me. Give me, give me the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going anywhere right now, but there's some nice benefits in terms of being in law enforcement, and the pay is getting better, and you're always in competition for other counties trying to take your deputies away with better resources. Talk about that a little bit in terms of how beneficial it is to be a Cumberland County Sheriff's deputy.
So it has its benefits just like any other job, and of course it's going to have its drawbacks. Some people, we have different shifts. One of the things that people like is the Monday through Friday 8 to 5 schedule, holidays off. You're not working nights and weekends. Some people love that. Then we have the 12-hour rotating shift where you do 2 weeks of days, 2 weeks of nights, but with that schedule you only work 14 days a month. You've got some people that love that schedule. Another plus would be you've got medical, health, insurance, dental insurance, stuff like that. I would probably say one of our biggest things that a lot of people don't realize is, a take-home car. Some people may say, well, I can't take a $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 pay cut, but with as expensive as gas is, that take-home car can make a big difference.
There are 401k and all the type stuff.
Yes, sir.
And state benefits or county benefits?
It's through the state. Our retirement's through the state. We fall under local government employee, the retirement system. So after 30 years, you can retire, sit at home, get a check, or you can come back. We have some folks that come back and work part-time. So one of our biggest things is, like you said, we're in competition with other agencies. Different places offer different prices, starting prices and things like that, incentives. So right now the sheriff is working on getting our pay changed, the pay plan. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was last updated in 1980. So that's what we're working off of. So he's trying to get that changed to make it more competitive, because it seems like we send somebody through BLET and they sign a 2 or 3 year contract and say, hey, you pay me to go through BLET and I'll do 2 or 3 years. Well, part of that is if they leave, they say, hey, well, then you've got to pay X amount of dollars back. Well, what they're doing now is they'll go to another agency, and that agency's paying their contract out. So it's like we're losing them, and it's still nothing out of their pocket.
Well, that's how they do with cable, and that's how they do with phones, and so it's just a business plan. So the way to make that right is to just make sure that you have a big enough salary here so people don't want to leave. You have people wanting to come here and have you buy out contracts.
Yes, sir.
And so I think that's the plan that you're doing. All right, so we got recruitment out the way. There's an awful lot of fundraising that's going on with Special Olympics and the Dogwood Festival, not the Dogwood Festival, it is the barbecue. And give us some background on there, because you already want me to take out my checkbook, and you already got my tickets here. You have my tickets?
I brought some extras also.
Okay. No speaking English. Okay.
So April 24th, that's Friday, Crime Stoppers will be doing their annual barbecue plate sale. They'll be out in the parking lot at the Harris Teeter. And it's a great community event. They can come out and get the plates. If they buy 10 or more plates, they'll actually deliver them to them. And this program really does help. There's been instances we go to the meetings and stuff, and then as PIO, we're over the Crime Stoppers tips and stuff that come through the sheriff's office. So we have actually, I can say firsthand that we've went in, we've updated where a tip led to arrest, and then the person gets a reward. And we have some people that just out of the goodness of their heart that they'll say, I don't want a reward. I just want my neighborhood cleaned up. Somebody selling drugs or stuff like that.
Well, these events, you can almost set your calendar by, because you got the world's largest spaghetti dinner in November. You have this in spring. And as these events come by, it really is a feather in our community's cap to kind of show the support that we have for our local agencies and everything like that. What about the Special Olympics?
So Special Olympics, we've got our Sheriff's Office motorcycle ride coming up on April the 18th. That'll be at the Fuller Center to start around 8 a.m. and breakfast will be provided to them. It's $20 per motorcycle, and I think it's $20 per additional rider. But all those proceeds will go to Special Olympics. And probably maybe around the first week of March, we'll start selling the shirts for Special Olympics, and we can bring a couple of those to you also.
All right, we've heard from you enough. Now it's time to hear from your cohort. What do you want to add to this conversation in terms of law enforcement and things that are going on? Yeah, you want people to support the department.
Right.
No, I'm sorry, office. That is the sheriff's office. It is not a
yes,
sheriff's
sir.
department.
Just to kind of hit on the sheriff's office in general, the benefits are great, but the opportunity to work different sections is greater. We have so many options for the job of where you can be detectives, patrol, detention, courthouse, those kinds of things. One thing that is new that we're working on and hopefully getting some people in for is we're going to a civilian route for our forensics. So now, before it was sworn officers, we're doing our forensic technician work. That is now moving to civilian, which is huge. We didn't do that before, so those people that are in school, like at Fayetteville State and whatnot, that study forensics can come in and don't have to go through the long process of BLET and everything. They can come straight in. A few weeks later, they'll actually be on the job.
Yeah, tell me the benefits of that, because you don't really have to be a law enforcement kind of person to come in and do a crime scene type thing, I guess. Is that basically it?
Essentially, yes. I mean, it's a lot of studying and more of like the science end of it. Of course, you have the photography of the crime scene and whatnot. You don't necessarily have to have the law enforcement background to do it, which I think is why we're switching to it. It just makes more sense.
Do other agencies do that?
City does.
Yeah, city does. I think there are quite a few other agencies that actually do civilian forensics. I know we have always done the sworn forensics, and I think our people are still going to be doing it in the long run, but we're trying to shift into having civilians on that route.
All right, Lieutenant Locklear, we got about a minute or so here left. What do you want to drive home in terms of what's happening with the sheriff's office right now?
So we're hiring. We're optimistic and keeping our fingers crossed for this pay plan. Hopefully that we can get that passed. The sheriff is behind that, really looking out for us on that part, because that's our biggest thing is the academy is 6 months. So we're sitting there 6 months. They've got about 2.5 months of training. So it literally from the time they walk in till they finish, we're looking at 9 to 10 months by the time they're street ready to be released. So working on that for the retention. So hopefully we can keep some people, get our numbers filled, and every agency's facing shortages, but that's the biggest thing. And then the missing person event, if anybody has information on that, they'll come out, help us on that. So hopefully we can find Lanaya.
All right, and we also have a Crime Stoppers, WFNC Crime Stoppers alert that Sergeant Codwell gave us this week. We always get one from the city, one from the county. We've been pushing both of those, see if we can get some leads and get some folks to solve that crime as well. Yes, we appreciate you both coming out. You come out every Friday afternoon. I got to send you some money. First, you got 10 tickets there?
I actually got 50.
Yeah, well, that's good for you.
All 50 of them?
No speaking English. Wait.
Hey, wait a minute. You gave some of those out, if I recall, last year to me. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to give some out as well.
Okay, thank you.
The first time we did that, LT, I was a vegan. And so I came to the barbecue with my own vegan sausage
until you
barbecue.
Until you smell Southern Cole's barbecue.
That's right. It was Southern Cole's. Southern Cole's is the best.
Candy, you really ringing in here on this food thing here.
Sorry, it was a great barbecue. It was the first time I ever had Southern Cole's.
Okay.
All right.
So those are the tickets I gave you?
Go ahead. It's your show.
Thank you. Okay. Well, look, we appreciate you guys coming out. We're going to see you next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, you take care of yourself and do the best you can with Kenny when he gets out there. But, hey, look, remember, when you showed me those tickets the first time, Michael Joyner and I thought that it was that day, and I had my napkin already in my collar. Come to find out, it wasn't until April.
We're doing a pre-sale.
Yeah.
Getting them sold early.
Thanks for that, LT. All right, hey, you're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. We've got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast with Rachel Dunsing.
This morning, we'll start with patchy fog. We will then stay cloudy with rain arriving by late morning and early afternoon with a high of 55. Stray showers will come to an end tonight. Then skies will gradually clear through the rest of the night with a low down of 46. Saturday will be partly cloudy with a high of 65, and Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high of 74. Next week, we'll start with chilly temperatures and a few showers, but we will quickly climb back into the 60s and 70s by the middle of the week. That's your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much. Right now, still 54 degrees in Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and also Dunn. You're listening to News Talk 640. We're WFNC.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance is making it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Brr, it's getting chilly in the Carolinas. If your heat isn't cutting it, don't wait. Call Bass Air Conditioning and Heating now. For a limited time, get a system check for just $59. Or check out our low monthly payment options and huge rebates on new HVAC systems. Free estimates, second opinions, and fast installs from the team trusted for over 70 years. When you're cold or sweaty, call Bass. We're ready.
Bass Air Conditioning. We're your comfort guys.
Attention Lumberton, the pre-owned pre-auction sale is here. 1 week only. One exclusive lot host location, Lumberton Honda. Before these cars head to auction, you get first shot. All makes, all models. Bad credit, no credit. Our lenders are locked in and ready today. Bring that trade in, push it, pull it, tow it. We want it, and we'll give you top dollar for it. The pre-owned pre-auction sale coming to Lumberton Honda, exit 22 of I-95. Offer with approved credit. Trade value must be determined with visual inspection. See dealer for complete details. Expires 2/28/26.
Attention Lumberton! Attention Rainford! And you too, Fort Bragg!
Remember this, 295-95, exit 22. That's the brand new easy drive from Fayetteville straight to Lumberton Honda. And you're here in 20 minutes. If you're buying a Honda, there's no reason to go anywhere else. Lumberton Honda is the best place to shop. And now it's never been easier to get here. Say it again, 295-95, exit 22. Lumberton Honda, the only stop you need.
I'm Don Brown, Navy veteran and former prosecutor. The political establishment is pouring millions into the Senate race to control your vote. But North Carolina doesn't take orders from party bosses. I'm running to defend secure elections, the rule of law, medical freedom, and conservative values. They can spend millions, but they can't outvote you. Early voting is underway. Vote Don Brown for U.S. Senate. I'm Don Brown, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Don Brown for U.S. Senate.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Bays on WFNC News Talk